Well, good morning, rail fans. We started out the day with the purpose of going to Brunswick so that we could meet two guys that I used to work with. One of them I've known for 31 years, the other since 2013. We worked together quite a number of hours, and they were on a job in Brunswick, and we were going to come over and have dinner with them. It's somewhere between 10:30 and 11 o'clock, and we happened to see this train, so I told her just take the camera and let's point it at it. Pulled over in the grass on the side of the road and was trying to, I let her do the video so I could watch, make sure somebody didn't come up and not see us. Pulled over, stopped. Told her, I said, just hang on to the video. We're going to keep on trucking north here. And so we were kind of doing an opposite chase. We're running from it instead of running with it. At the same time, there's another place that we found on down in front of us that we wanted to get to when this one passed, because there was another train behind this one, and there was the one that was waiting that we actually first saw parked, actually headed north, or pointed in the northbound direction. Well, somebody had come up behind us that just was in one flat hurry, and so I decided instead of them being up my tailpipe, I would just pull off on the grass, let them go. Dude, if you got to be somewhere that fast, I'm glad my life is just a little slower than that. This street right here was in the perfect place about the right time too, and we wanted to get over. There's a church on one side of us. It would be on the right hand side of the frame now. Well, we thought it was cool to see a Western Maryland painted CSX engine in that lineup of 4 engines. We thought this was a pretty cool spot, and we had several people pass by and nobody gave us any trouble. We're off of the pavement, but at the same time, I don't like blocking driveways and places you have to pull through. On the scanner, we could hear some chatter about the train that we actually saw first that was parked. It turns out they had trouble with their end of train device connecting to their computer, and it was not reading. So they were trying to get Ryshard to send somebody over to see if they couldn't either exchange it or see if they couldn't get it to work. And so this train here got to go ahead to come on down since they had not reconciled that problem yet. With it being the 3rd day of December, we was thinking about all these containers filled with products, filled with things going south. Some of them may be empty, some of them may be full, but we were curious about how much freight, and whether this was Christmas time freight or just everyday plus Christmas stuff going south. Well, for me, it's amazing a wonder how that they can keep up with all these containers. Each one of the cars that's being used to haul it, how that car can go from one end of the country to the other if it had to, and they can keep up with it. It's one heck of a system that they've come up with to keep up with all this stuff. Train device had been fixed, and we thought that this train had got its okay, but the dispatch apologized and told them no, he wasn't aware it had been fixed, and so this one got ahead of it, which is just a little short one. But this is the one that had issues with their end of train device, and I believe we got a special too. In the wintertime, when you're shooting toward the south, because of the tilt of our Earth and the sun is not straight overhead, it sometimes messes up your shots, just having too much backlit sunlight. Yeah, she got out of the truck, looked like she was looking for trouble. And then all of a sudden I see the phone, that camera. Well, since it was after lunch, we decided that we would leave from here and we'd go down and find that new Beijing buffet and have some good Chinese food. And then we almost got all the way over there on the Folkestone Highway and thought about, you know what, they're closed on Tuesdays, so we didn't get any good Chinese. Well, we settled for some Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets, and then we headed on over towards Brunswick, and we heard something on the scanner when we got to Hunter, so we slipped down to this little place where we usually try to shoot our videos, and the engines had just passed before I could get the I'm not even on a tripod at this point, so it was one of those quick, fast, and in a hurry deals. Train's headed northbound, headed for Jessup. You got to love a woman that loves trains. She's got that little camera wearing it out. We saw these pieces of machinery pull out onto the main line after that train had passed, and so we stuck around long enough to get a shot of these two things. And then we headed on over to Brunswick to meet my old work associates and friends, have a good meal on the client, and we appreciate them taking us to Longhorn. It was some good eating. Don't really know what you call that unit, but I know it does track repair and maintenance. And we want to say thanks to all you that watch these videos to the end. We thank you for all the new subscribers and different folks that watch it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And until then, we'll see you next time.